right, we're here at the Breaking into Commercial Road to RoofCon full-day workshop at the Suprema headquarters. And I'm with Adam Capps, the co-founder of Redry Vent Systems. Adam, just wanted to take a quick second and just ask you a couple questions. Really cool technology. We finally had a moment where we don't have roofing contractors surrounding the table, but what exactly is this Redry Vent System?
We want to be able to give contractors and owners options that aren't going to break the budget, but are warranted ways to dry out the insulation underneath if it gets wet. So when you start going through a re-roofing process or a coating process, we all know that the manufacturers require us to have a dry substrate. So having that dry insulation is really important, not only for the building long term so that we don't get rust and that sort of thing, fasteners backing out. Wet insulation also really decreases R value. And so as we dry it out, there's a little bit of a restoration of R value to the insulation itself. Okay. Also, the performance of the new system matters. So if we have wet insulation, you can see delamination, you can see warranties being voided. We really just are helping everybody avoid that by making it cost effective.
I really like the concept. I know there's a lot of contractors I work in, roofers helping roofers, that just aren't real privy to thermal anomalies and moisture scanning stuff because they're just getting into it. What if we have some contractors who want to utilize the product, but they just don't know a lot about getting the thermal images to find out if there's anomalies beneath the roof line? Yeah,
and you have no owners wanting to pay for it, right? Zero owners want to pay for this on the front end. It's one of the most important things. So we have started, and this is probably one of the things I'm most excited about, is we've started Redry Rentals. Okay. And Redry Rentals helps contractors be able to get the tools in their hands to be able to perform moisture scans, and it also gives them mapping technology and capabilities that we'll put together for them. This is all completely free, Jonathan. There's not a single dime that they have to spend. They can rent it for 2 weeks, return it to us in those 2 weeks. We pay for the return labels, we pay to get it over to them, and we want to make sure that they have everything in their hands so that there's no longer a reason to say, hey, we don't know about this. Like, let's go find it. Let's do what's right for the building. Let's do what's right for the new roof.
You know, it's crazy. There's nothing better when you're talking about cost effective than no cost. So I really like that, especially with guys breaking into the commercial and even the guys that are doing it on a day-to-day basis like myself. When you're installing the vents, how does this work in conjunction with the new restoration? Is it put the vents on before? Is it going on during the application or the install? Like, how is that actually done?
Yeah, that's one of the main questions we get. We want the new roof to go on first. And the reason is because we want to know that those leaks have stopped. If we continue to put this down on the old system that's leaking, we're going to continue to have moisture infiltration, and we're never going to be able to get that system dry. So we work alongside our manufacturers for them to approve it on the front end that we're going to put this in conjunction with their system. And then that way, their system waterproofs it, we dry the insulation out, everybody's happy, it's verified, we warrant that it'll be dry, and we're gonna walk away from this thing with having a great system for the long term.
Awesome, last question, then we'll get back to the event. How are manufacturers perceiving this in your experience? What have you had in your interactions with them?
We all in the industry understand that there's really not a great method for identification of it. And so I think our manufacturers are most excited about the fact that their contractors are now actively seeking it out. There's an active warranty saying they will get it back after 2 years dry. So when they really kick in on their warranty, they know they've got a dry system and their system can perform as well as it possibly can for the lifetime of that roof.
Awesome, well, thank you for that. Well, you heard it, that's Redry Vent Systems. If the roof or subject roof is a prime candidate, never deal with wet installation again. If you want more information, follow the link.